Lilith incurred the wrath of our father, who declared that she was to be punished. What kind of punishment? Oh, what?
服従させたらお前の勝ち。
I need you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. On my lonely nights of Okay, I understand what happened now, but still, couldn't you have at least told us in secret what was up? Yeah, you didn't have to lie for us, feeding us that story about Belphie, about sending Belphie off to the human world to study. Isn't that right, Danny? You agree, don't you? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Honestly. Exactly. See, you really get it, Danny. So why is it that Belphie hates humans? He clearly didn't always hate us. Were they really the reason for Lilith's death, it seems? Or I mean... That's not something we usually... Alright, listen up. There ain't any rule saying we can't talk about what happened with Lilith, is there? Come on, we should answer Danny's question. You're right. Danny, I take it you've heard us mention Lilith before. She was our little sister, the youngest one of us. Long ago, back when we were still angels, Belphie felt very different about humans than he does now. He liked them. I'd say he more than just liked them. Yeah, he loved them. He loved humans and the human world in general. Yep, he really did. His room was filled to the brim with stuff from the human world, and whenever he had a chance, he'll sneak down there for a visit. He used to bring me back stuff all the time. He knew my favorite anime and manga and game characters, and he'll give me a rare character-themed merchandise. He'd regularly go down to the human world without permission, and he was always getting in trouble with Lucifer and Michael for it. He'd say he wanted to see how humans were doing and what they were up to. No matter how many times he got yelled at, it never stopped him. Lilith was especially close to Belphie. His enthusiasm for the human world rubbed off on her, and she began to take an interest in humans as well. Yeah, Lilith had always been really attached to Belphie. No need to be so modest. I'd say she was pretty attached to you too, Bill. You, Belphie, and Lilith always used to hang around together, laughing and giggling. I was so jealous. Yeah, whenever you were together, you were like 3 puppies playing and having a good time. Hey, well, Lilith was pretty attached to me. Like, we even slept in the same bed once, you know? She was a big fan of me. Okay, that's cute. Oh yeah, I remember now. You woke up and started making a scene, yelling about how you just had a bad dream. Whoa, hey, quit it, not another word. We were all ignoring you, but if I remember correctly, Lilith felt sorry for you and agreed to sleep beside you because you were so scared. Shut up! I wouldn't say she was attached to you exactly. It was something closer to pity. Gosh, dang. Yes, now that we've got that established, back to the story. Belphie rubbed off on Lilith, and she started going down to the human world a lot as well. And like Belphie, she developed an interest in humans. But then one day, she happened to meet a man. He was a human, and she fell in love with him, of course. Hey, while we're on the subject, did you know the guy? Did that guy know Lilith was actually Angel? Don't be crazy, she kept it a secret from him, of course. An angel hiding her true form so she could have a relationship with a human. Wow, that's love. Lilith may have hoped to keep this relationship a secret from us, but eventually word got out. You didn't like it one bit, huh, Lucifer? You're all like, as your older brother, I won't stand for this. Oh. Did go down to the human world once to have a look at the man she was seeing. Oh wow, that's like a little creepy. Sounds like someone was being a little too overprotective of his sister. Poor Lilith. Quiet, all of you. He seemed like a man of virtue to me, a good man, and most importantly, Lilith was happy. However, that happiness proved to be short-lived. The man she loved was stricken with an incurable illness. Lilith tried to nurse him back to health. She did everything she could, but he showed no signs of recovering. She was afraid of losing him, and in fear she made a mistake. She gave him forbidden food from the celestial realm, hoping it would save his life. If only she talked to us, told us what was going on. Even if she had, there's nothing we could have done. I mean, altering the lifespan of a human is expressly forbidden. Lilith incurred the wrath of our father, who declared that she was to be punished. What kind of punishment? Oh, what? She was to be wiped from existence, so that nothing at all was left, disposed of as if she were nothing more than garbage. Wow. We couldn't just stand by and let something like that happen. As our brothers, we had to do something. You bet we did. That wasn't the only reason behind our rebellion against our father, but it was the catalyst that incited it. And you know how it all turned out. What happened afterwards? We were banished to Devildom and Lilith. She lost her life in a great celestial war. Belphie felt that the man she'd fallen in love with was responsible for it all. That it all came back to him. That's... I kind of understand, but that's a little bit dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was just thinking maybe humans like did something bad to her, but like, you're literally just gonna hate all humans because she fell in love with one and then he got sick and died. That doesn't make much sense. He said that if she hadn't met him, she would have never died. And that's when things changed. That's when Belphie began hating humans. So when Diavolo proposed establishing peaceful relations with the human world, Belphie couldn't accept it. And then he turned on you, Lucifer, which would explain how he ended up locked in the attic. No, Lucifer locked Belphie up for his own good. Lord Diavolo isn't the sort of demon who'd let someone off the hook if they tried to stand in the way of his dreams. If Lucifer hadn't stopped Belphie, he would have been found guilty of treason for sure. And you didn't want that to happen to Belphie, did you, Lucifer? You were protecting him. He tried to talk sense to Belphie. It wasn't working. And talking sense into Diavolo, that wasn't happening either. But we're just gonna. I don't. Both of these options are bad to me, cause like clearly neither one of those was gonna work And I felt like he actually tried to talk to Belphie. Because technically Belphie was actually a threat to Diavolo's plan. So I don't know what much Lucifer could have said to him, so I guess I'll just say Belphie.
Oh.
Okay, I wanted to. But to him, it probably seemed as though I was nothing more than Diavolo's puppet. Why didn't you... Okay, actually, yeah, he could have just explained to him why he was being so obedient. Because literally everybody else, it really just looks like you care that much about his opinion. When reality is like you made an oath to him, basically. Yeah, okay, see, here it goes now. Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. Why did you pledge yourself to Diavolo? Say it! I'm sorry. Sorry I never said anything. Lilith, she didn't die in that battle. Oh! Oh my gosh. Excuse me? Hold on, no. What the hell? This really ain't the time to be making jokes like that, Lucifer. It's not. It's no joke. It's the truth. Lilith didn't actually die in the Great Celestial War. What do you mean by that? Yo, Lucifer, you just keep messing up, bro. You keeping so much stuff. If it means you'll ensure that she stays alive, I'll make any sacrifice I have to, so... Diavolo, I hereby pledge my loyalty and allegiance to you. Diavolo saved Lilith when she was on the verge of death. And as compensation, I swore my allegiance to him for all eternity.
Nani?
So you did that to save Lilith's life? This is the first I've heard of this. Yes, I should think so, because this is the first time I've ever spoken of it. Diavolo had Lilith reborn as a human. Oh, she's a human now! Oh! So... I was sort of wondering, but I was like, I hope that ain't supposed to be me. I hope it's some other chick that's, you know, walk around on Earth. Cause otherwise this is kind of weird, you know? This is really weird. Then what about her memory? Would she remember being an angel? Nah, no way. She would have lost all memory of her former life for sure. Wait, you guys are getting ahead of yourselves here. Have you forgotten how long ago the Great Celestial War was? Oh wait, okay, so she's probably dead by now then. Well, but not for sure, because we don't know when exactly she was reborn? I don't know. Even if she was reborn as a human, by now she had to be, you know... Lucifer, why did you... Lucifer, why didn't you say anything to us? How could you keep something so important from us? Because we're prohibited from having any contact with the human Lilith. Lilith was alive, yes, and nothing was stopping you from going down there to see her if you had a mind to do that. Yet it was strictly forbidden under any and all circumstances. I thought it was best that I be the only one who had to live with the pain of knowing that. Wow. So why couldn't we go see Lilith, huh? It only makes sense. After all, she had been sentenced to death for her crime. Imagine what would have happened if word had gotten out that someone had saved her, and she'd been reborn as a human. Yeah, even though it was the son of the Demon King himself who did it, there would have been some serious reckoning.
ありえない。
Still, I at least would have liked to have known. Even if I couldn't ever see her again, I would have liked to have known that Lilith was alive. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about the time frame. Alright. So Lilith is gone already and dead. Okay. I made the choice I made because I thought it was best at the time. What if it had been you, Danny? What would you have done? Why are you asking me? Bro. I actually don't know. Cause let's say, like, you just wanted to carry that burden by yourself, right? But literally all of them are telling you that they would have wanted to have known. So y'all at least could have, like, shared that burden together, you know, as a family. I see. As Satan said, even if Lilith was reborn as a human, when you consider their lifespan, she has to be dead by now. But even so, if she ended up with the man she loved in the end, then I know she was happy. I truly believe that. Lucifer. Oh! Whoa, I totally thought you were about to punch him, Lucifer. I totally thought you were about to punch Lucifer, Bill.
Wow.
I'm not sure I've ever seen you give Lucifer a hug that big before, Bill. You chose to say Lilith, Lucifer. You did what you had to in order to keep her alive, didn't you? Thank you, and I'm sorry. Aww. I'm sorry you had to bear that pain all on your own. You don't have to apologize. You don't have anything to apologize for, Bill. Also, I finally understand. I get why you're so loyal to Diavolo. Yet that same loyalty ended up hurting Belphie. Do you regret it?
Yeah.
I don't regret that I swore allegiance to Diavolo in order to save Lilith's life, no. Regardless of my initial reason for taking that oath, I have great respect for Diavolo, and my desire to see his vision realized is genuine. I am not doing it against my will. But as for the situation with Belphie, I don't know. At the time, I thought I had no other choice but to do what I did. But now I'm not sure anymore. I don't know what the best course of action would have been, or whether there was something else I could have done. And this is why you need to talk to people instead of trying to handle things on your own. Cause like a lot of times it's so easy for, like, especially for like more logical, practical people, it's so easy for them to do things that works in the moment, but they don't really think about the long-term effects on like how it actually will cause more harm than good for them to make this decision. So it's just always best to do not try to make all, like, if you're going through a hard patch, you have to make a hard decision, you should probably be talking to the people that you trust and get other insight and heavily weigh the options. Well, we've got a good grasp on what happened to get us to this point. So the question is, what do we do now? Pick a fight with Diavolo? Really? No, we go see Belphie. Danny. Hey, I know you were just taking advantage of the drama drama of the moment to hug Danny. That's cheating. Like you heard what Lucifer said, right? About why Belphie hates humans? I mean, he wants to wipe out humanity. I don't know how he's acting in front of you up to now, but the fact is, he tricked you, right? And yet you're telling me you still want to go see him, even after all that? I think you should all sit together and talk. Well, you do have a point. If we could get together and talk things out, that would be the best way to deal with this. The rest of us would like to go see Belphie too if we could, but Diavolo has him locked up now, right? So if we go see him, we'll be disobeying Diavolo, yes. Yeah. Oh, come on, Lucifer. Enough of this. Who's more important to you, Lucifer? Your sweet little brother or that hard-headed boss of yours? That hard-headed boss of yours? Are you talking about Lord Diavolo? Couldn't you have worded that differently? Still, I want to know the answer to that question too. Lucifer, who's more important to you? Belphie or Diavolo? As if you even need to ask. You already know the answer. Exactly. I'll grab his hand. Yeah, for confirmation. That's right. I see you already do know the answer, Danny. Now let's go. It's time to find Belphie. Yay! Okay then. Look into that for me, Barbados. Yes, my lord. Depending on how things turn out, it's possible we'll have the answers for all our questions soon enough. Well, it would seem they've arrived. Yes, and even earlier than we thought, huh? Oh, okay. Diavolo, I want to talk to you. Well, hello, Lucifer, and yes, I assumed as much when I saw you at the door. Lucifer, if I'm not mistaken, aren't you supposed to be under house arrest? Just listen to you. You think you're real cute with that, if I'm not mistaken stuff, don't you? How would you come out and say what you mean? Mammon, enough. I came here on my own free will. No one forced me. Now I'll accept whatever punishment is due, but there's something else we need to take care of first. What do we have here? Has the entire family come along today? Well, what do you expect? We are family after all. And we're about to witness Lucifer in all his glory, right? I mean, it's not like anyone had to twist my arm to get me to come out and see this. I would have come either way. And I made sure to set my DVR to record the full Ruby-chan series marathon that's running today, so if you're worried, don't be. So you've all come along as a moving show of support and brotherly love then. But it would appear that one among your number neither qualifies as a relative nor a demon. That's right, Danny isn't a demon, nor are we related. But that doesn't mean we can't be on the same side. Isn't that right, Danny? You bet. Thank you. I see. Well, Danny, you may be a human, but it would seem you found a home for yourself here in Devildom. I have to say, I find that comforting. Now then, Lucifer, how about we hear what you have to say? Diavolo, never before have I opposed you in any manner until now. Give me back my brother. Give me back Belphegor. Please. Truth be told, I knew. I knew you were hiding Belphegor, and I knew why. Your loyalty to me forced you to deceive your brothers, and I knew that was a source of guilt. I saw how you struggled with it and how hard it was being pulled in two directions at once, and it made me sad. Well, if that's true, then give us back Belphegor. That would solve everything, wouldn't it?
Yep.
The Devildom, the celestial realm, and the human world. The balance between our three worlds is a delicate and fragile thing. In order to maintain this balance, we must have rules. Belphegor sought to violate those rules, and that is something I cannot overlook. Charge him with a lesser crime? Totally. There were whatever circumstances, right? You have to understand that. Why not just admit it? Right, and he never acted on what he said after all. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Why not? Because you're your father? I can't forget my position or my mission, you see. And let's not forget, Belphegor is your brother, Lucifer. You are known as the Seven Rulers of the Underworld, and that's more than just a fancy title. You have great power here in Devildom, and with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, that's true, I didn't even think about that. He did have a very high position. I can't afford to give Belphegor special treatment. But, the thing is, I mean, you kind of could, cause, like I said, he never acted on it. Yeah, he never acted on the thing. How can you be so dense? Hang on, Danny, did you just call Lord Diavolo dense? Like, whoa, I gotta admit, that's pretty bad. I'm the human world's representative here. Are you saying that you think that you don't think I have the right to do as I see fit in this case? That as the human world's representative, you should have to say in the affairs of demons? Daddy. Ooh, that was real bold.
Yep.
That was super bold. Ooh. No, Lucifer, it's fine. Alright then. I see what you're saying, Danny. And there is some logic to it. So how about we do this? I'm going to assign you a special task. Oh. And if you can manage to complete it all by yourself, I'll let Belphegor go free. Okay, you got it. Even though it's probably really difficult. Yes, I thought you'd say that. Diavolo, what exactly is this task you're assigning? Oh yes, allow me to explain. There's one thing about the events of the last few days that's bothering me, you see. There's something that needs clarification, and I want Danny to provide it. What would that be? Lucifer, you were hiding Belphegor in the attic room, which you sealed using very powerful magic. That door could only be opened through the combined power of 6 members of your family, excluding Belphegor, correct? Yes, that's right. Danny hasn't made a pact with Lucifer, and yet the door is still opened. Using Barbados' powers, I want Danny to travel back into the past and ascertain exactly who it was that released Belphie. It's possible that some third party is involved in all this, without any of us knowing about it. I want to know exactly what happened. Okay. I'm just gonna ask what his powers is, even though he kind of basically explained that I can go back in time, so... But whatever. That's something you should ask him yourself. Well, wait a second. We can't let Danny do something like that, this alone. Someone should be there just in case. What if one of his brothers went along? It could be anyone. Danny is to go alone. Those are my conditions. Diavolo. Yeah, if I end up dead, I'm totally going to haunt you. Hey, well, don't say stuff like that. That was supposed to be a joke, and sure didn't sound like one. I'm sorry for getting you caught up in all this, Danny. But it seems that you're the only one who can help Belphie now. Please come through for him. And that I will. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our entire circus troupe, what? I welcome you to see one of the most astounding shows you'll ever see. I promise you, it will be something truly special, like a wonderful fleeting vision granted to you by the magic of a shooting star. You'll feel as if you're floating through a sparkling, amethyst-hued dream, a dream glimpsed while gazing into a glass of wine lit by the night sky. Okay. Oh, wait, is this how he was just in here by himself? Here on this beautiful night, I dare say we will all bear witness to something so splendid that it could rightly be called miracle. Now, I invite you to direct your attention here, where we have the captive demon, Belphegor. Surrounding him is an impenetrable barrier, the walls of his cell, from which there is no escape. The question is, will Belphegor ever manage to free himself from this prison? If he does indeed manage this feat, please reward him with a big, emphatic round of applause. Belphie. Belphie? Who are you talking to? No one. I'm not talking to anyone. What? Not only am I your prisoner, but on top of that, I'm not allowed to talk to myself either? Is that it? Have you calmed down yet? What do you mean? You know what I mean. I told you to use your time in here to calm down and rethink what you said earlier. In that case, I guess I'm going to be stuck in here forever. Because there is no way I'm ever going to take back what I said. No way I'm ever going to change my mind. We've gone ahead and chosen a second student from the human world. Really? Well, that's awful news. This is not a powerful elite sorcerer like Solomon, but a regular average human. And why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in hearing about any human. Actually, wait. Maybe that's not true. Bring that human to me right away, Lucifer. I'll tear them to shreds so tiny that there won't be anything left of the body or soul when I'm done. If this precious student from the human world were to meet an end like that, it would bring this little exchange program to a screeching halt, wouldn't it? And what's more, there's no telling what it might do to Diavolo's reputation. Oh, I know. If you refuse to bring that human to me, then I'll call them here myself. I may not be able to get out of here, but I can certainly lure a single human half-wit to me without much trouble. Really? So you're calling me up here to end my life, sir? Did you change your mind, or did you plan to kill me once you got out? Like, what's the deal? Impossible. And why is that? The door to this room can only be seen by demons. It's invisible to humans. Also, I put a curse on the stairs leading up here so that no demon other than me can climb them. No one will ever find you, and no one will ever know you're here, be they human or demon or any other creature. You've taken quite the precautions, haven't you? I'm touched that you'll go to such lengths for me. You're good for nothing, brother. What exactly are you so afraid of, Lucifer? I'm afraid of losing my brother. No, I don't think that's it. What scares you is the thought of disappointing Diavolo, isn't it? Say something, Lucifer. The old Lucifer wasn't like this. He wasn't afraid of what someone else thought of him. He wasn't pathetic like that. You're free to think whatever you want, Belphegor. Also, I'd say you changed as well. Lucifer! Damn it. Belphegor. Belphegor. Bill? What happened? What am I doing here? That's what I'd like to know. Seriously, Belphie, you're going to catch a cold sleeping in a place like this. I wasn't sleeping, I was watching the stars. There are a lot of beautiful things here in the human world, but the stars are in a class by themselves. Actually, you were sleeping. I could hear you snoring. Snoring, really? Come on, I'm telling you, I was just thinking with my eyes closed. Well, it doesn't really matter. But you need to stop wandering down here to the human world whenever the mood strikes you. You'll get in trouble, and Michael or Lucifer will end up yelling at you again. I can't help it. I like the human world so much. Yeah, I know that. Almost everyone in Celestial Realm knows how partial you are to the human world after all. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Listen to this, Bill. Earlier, I saw this thing humans call a circus. Huh. A circus? Yeah, it's got acrobats, trapeze artists, animal tamers, all that stuff. It was amazing. We should totally go check it out together next time, you and me. Oh, and Lilith too, of course. Okay, listen. I'm going to tell you how the entire show goes, from beginning to end. It starts with something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our entire circus, trope? I don't freaking know. I welcome you to one of the most astounding shows you'll ever see. I promise you, it will be something truly special, like a wonderful fleeting vision granted to you by the magic of a shooting star. You feel as if you're floating through a sparkling amethyst. Okay. So he was saying all that, yet while still hating humans? That's weird. You feel as if you're floating through a sparkling amethyst. You dream. A dream glimpse while gazing into a glass of wine lit by the night sky. Am I wrong somehow? Am I the one who's got things mixed up? Lilith, do I really have to forget you? Someone give me an answer. Someone help me.